Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, your girl, the one and only Tiffany E, aka Sexline TV2, and I am here to give you guys all of the tea when it comes to wrestling and maybe a little bit of odds and ends in between there. So why don't you go ahead, go get your snacks, go get your juice, go get you a good drink, a good glass of wine if you can drink it. If you're underage, don't be drinking, okay? Go on and get you some juice or something and sit back and listen as we kiki and holler about wrestling. Because over here, you get a plethora of things when it comes to my show, okay? You get wrestling commentary.
No benefit of the doubt. Dr. Phil say don't do that. Dr. Phil say when somebody show you who they are, and so did Maya Angelou, believe them. Them two hoes are snakes. They been snakes, and them hoes was like that when you got there, and they like that now, so fuck them both. And they did the right thing by letting them headline WrestleMania. They most definitely deserve to headline WrestleMania. And that is how you close a Mania.
What else we get? You'll also get a weekly recap of every single show that WWE has to offer. Monday Night Raw after show, NXT after show, and of course a Friday Night SmackDown after show. You'll also get a recap of all the big 5 PLEs. I even do the Saudi shows for you. And then, if it's good and worth the time, I may even throw a little AEW in there. But of course, I will do my best to make sure I recap as many PLEs as possible. If I don't have it, then I'll throw it to one of my friends who do know it. We also cover pop culture, and we have really good time over here with lifestyle and just giving advice. So, if you're ready, it's showtime. And that is on the ancestors, baby. Come in and take over my show. First things first. There are a few things that I wanted to talk about before Tony Khan tried to, act. Trouble with my Wi-Fi. Hold, please. One second.
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't deserve.
All right, I wanted to make sure everybody could hear me, and I had to switch off to my work Wi-Fi so you guys could hear me and I was coming in clear. Y'all have to tell me in the comments if you can hear me or not. Okay? So Pierre's here, Kenny, Nika, Alexis, of course, Aaliyah, Kayla. All right?
The usual crew is here. B. Jeffers. Hi, B. Jeffers. All right. That's going to be a disaster. Okay. First things first. I want to talk about something other than AEW for a hot second because it's important to me that people know what's going on and that the wrestlers are feel protected and safe. Shayna Baszler has been going through cyber stalking situation from somebody who seems to be located in Germany. She put this out on Twitter saying, "Can anybody help me with criminal charges against cyber stalking?" She then got a response from a couple of people, asked them if they blocked the person. She said that she blocked and reported them on literally every platform she uses, including her personal email. And unfortunately, that doesn't do anything. The person then responded to her and told her that if they keep stalking her, she needs to contact the police. Now, there was an exchange in the comments of this tweet that led to this part. And the man said, honestly, your best bet is to just contact his local. But I did find out some of the guy's info, and Shayna requested that he hit her up. So it looks like Shayna Baszler's on the road to getting rid of this dude. I implore all of you that when you guys follow wrestlers or you guys are looking at their social media, that you be respectful of them. They are people and human beings. Don't be weird on these platforms and going after these people like this because it just doesn't do you any favors. They're not going to respond to you the way that you want to, and they don't have to. And that's something that the line every it's very sad. And I feel bad for Shayna because Shayna's just trying to be safe. And I don't blame her. She just wants to be safe. So this is a very scary situation. And I'm glad there was someone who could help her. I hope that they find him and get him arrested because they definitely need to do so. Now, yesterday when I was online, since this is going to lead us into the whole Tony Khan and CM Punk situation, I'm going to show y'all something. Stop, okay? Just a little game, nothing too serious, okay? We're going to play a little game. It's called Spot the Belt. And y'all probably in the comments like, what the hell? Just humor me and spot the belt. If some of y'all are football aficionados, you tell me what belt is missing off of this website. Just give me that solid, okay? So hold tight. I'm trying. WWE has a partnership with the NFL, and oh, I lost Alexis. They have a partnership with the NFL, and you can get a customized. All right, you can get a customized belt of your favorite team. All the belts are pretty much shaped the same. There are differences with their side plates, but there's a belt missing here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're gonna play spot the belt. Let's see if y'all in the comments can see which belt is missing. You got the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the San Francisco 49ers. Okay. Now, like I said, each belt is different. So some of them have their helmets on the side plates, while others may have a logo of some kind or some type of representation of the team. See how the Denver Broncos just has their D with the horse in the center. You got the Baltimore Ravens with the D, with the B. You've got the Saints with the actual Louisiana state on there. The Jets have almost the same thing with the Tennessee Titans. This is their logo with that sword. Um, for us as the Cleveland Browns, we got the 1946. The Bengals has their mascot bear on it. The Chicago Bears have their bear symbol on there. The Texans have the T. The Rams have the Rams. You got the Tampa Bay Colts, Panthers. Now I don't know about y'all, but we missed. I mean, legitimately, can y'all guess which team we missing? It is not the Jets, no, ma'am. We're not talking about the Jets, okay? No, no. We're missing the Jacksonville Jaguars. They don't have a belt on the WWE. I looked and I looked, I went through, and I'm like, nope, there's no Jacksonville Jaguars. Can you guess as to why that is? Just a gander as to why the Jacksonville Jaguars are not in the WWE shop with their belt. I would imagine it has a lot to do with the fact that Tony, or at least there isn't one now, and I don't think there ever was a Jacksonville Jaguars belt. Hello, Danny. So I tried to hold out until everybody can come in. It's 6:25, and I'm gonna have to talk about this now because I lost half my audience already. So it looks like Tony Khan has officially fired CM Punk today. I'm going.
Still don't know my
and losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me.
He finally wrote the check TK didn't want to cash. I mean, sure. From my understanding, there are multiple stories. The story that I got when it came to AEW, and I hope you guys can hear me. The story oh God, today the internet doesn't want to work. That's because my internet is cutting out. It's back in, so relax. Everybody calm down. My internet cut out. I'm back online. So just hold on a second. Hold on a second. Can everybody hear me now? This is the most nerve-wracking shit. Can everybody hear me? Okay, everybody can hear me. Great. All right. I'm going to try and get this done. All right. So here's what happened. CM Punk had a show. Obviously, they had a show where Jack Perry and CM Punk were supposed to be doing a spot in the show, or he was supposed to do a spot in the show, Jack Perry, and he wanted to use real glass in this spot. CM Punk vetoed that, said, no, we don't need that. And because of that, Jack Perry was in his feelings. Jack Perry
What's going on with the damn internet today?
towards CM Punk in his feud with what's his name? Hook. So they used a car, and the car windshield is made of real glass, of course. And Jack Perry made reference to the glass in there. Now, when he got backstage, there are two different types of reports. One report says that Jack Perry was the aggressor. And, CM Punk was in the back. He watched the thing, and he was just like, okay, I got to get ready for CM Punk was the one who asked Perry what his problem was, what he was doing, what's your issue? And Jack Perry just told him, listen, look, I'm a heel. So I'm acting accordingly. CM Punk didn't take that too kindly. According to the report by Wrestling Observer and several other outlets, CM Punk shoved Jack Perry. Jack Perry swung on CM Punk, and then CM Punk swung and put him in a headlock. To which everybody was yelling for CM Punk to let Jack Perry go. And as they were doing it,
You keep going in and out on my end, but it could be my...
suspended CM Punk, forced him to go home. They also sent home Jack Perry, and he was also suspended at the time. Now, according to this statement put out by All Elite Wrestling and Tony Khan, it says, and I quote for some of you who cannot read it due to the small print, fully understand that. All Elite Wrestling has terminated the wrestler and employment agreements between Phillip Brooks and AEW with cause effective immediately. The termination was confirmed today by Tony Khan, CEO, General Manager, and but I digress. The termination follows a week-long internal investigation of an incident occurring backstage at AEW All In London on Sunday, August 27th. Following investigation, the AEW Discipline Committee met and later convened with outside legal counsel before making a unanimous decision or recommendation to Tony Khan that CM Punk be terminated with cause. Khan offered the following statement. Quote, Phil played an important role of his AEW contracts with cause is ultimately my decision and mine alone. Of course, I wish I didn't have to share this news, which may come as a disappointment to many of our fans. Nevertheless, I am making the decision in the best interest of the many amazing people who make AEW possible every
I can't hear you, Tiff. I don't know if you're talking or not, but I can't hear you. Y'all, drop a line in the chat to let Tiff know we can't hear her. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Hang on. Okay, I guess I'm in charge of this crazy life now. Nevertheless, I'm making a decision in the best interest of many amazing people who make AEW possible every week. Our talent, staff, venue operators, and many others whose efforts are unsung but essential to bring our fans great shows, television, blah, 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 blah. Okay? See, now this wouldn't be an issue if tonight they were not in Chicago, and then tomorrow night is All Out, and they're still going to be in Chicago. So something's going to happen. I don't think the man should have been fired. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't think he should have been fired. I don't think he should have been fired. I think he was used as a scapegoat. And we've talked about this on the episode of the podcast. If you guys haven't go listen to it, go do it right now. Well, after Tiff gets done with her live, okay? He's had a target on his back ever since he got there. He's had a target. I don't even think he was the aggressor, because if Perry was getting into his face, he probably, he pushed him, but it's not like he pushed him and fell on his ass. He pushed him like, get the fuck out of my face. I got work to go do, because through all this, Punk had to go out there and put on a match with Samoa Joe. I don't think he's at fault for this one. I really don't. And now that I look back at it, I don't think he was at fault for the fight that he had with the Young Bucks. Because if you think about it, the Bucks are the one who got all in their feelings. Granted, he shouldn't have said what he said. He should have Marshawn Lynched that shit, which would have been funny as hell. But he said it. But, you know, they were the ones who got up in their feelings. They were the ones who went to his locker room. They were the ones that, you know, quote unquote, kicked down the door. They were the ones who started something. And he wasn't even the guy who fought back. That was Ace Steel. Ace Steel was the one who threw the fucking chair to begin with. And, like, what the fuck? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
I don't know what's going on with my internet. I'm going to say this. This is some bullshit. This is some flat out bullshit. Is Jungle Boy going to get any kind of repercussion? Because he's literally, I mean, he tried to swing at him. And then when he swung at him, there were reports that there were boxes knocked over. And Tony Khan was right there and got hit by some of them. Like, this is not fair. This honestly is not fair. I mean, I might be smoking something, but
hold on. So I don't know if you saw the chat, but Trey D gonna be at Collision tonight.
Oh
God.
Hey, listen, message Terry and tell him to be careful because there's going to be a lot of emotions running rampant tonight. Because you know how sometimes he takes his kid with him.
I think he'll be fine.
This isn't good.
Okay, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Shout out to Nicole. I understand why he was fired. Do I think he should have been? Not necessarily. I do think that he has a difficult time being able to manage his emotions. Granted, this was one of those situations where his emotions got the better of him, and of course he was in a physical altercation again. It's not the first time. I could understand if it was the first time that he had gotten into an altercation with someone, then I could be like, okay, I get it. But this isn't the first time. So AEW did what they did to protect themselves, not necessarily because of anything else other than it was full on safe face. We got to salvage our company at this point. Do I believe that he was targeted for this? Yeah, I do, because Jack Perry knew what he was doing. He could have said anything in that camera. He chose to say that because he knew it was going to get underneath CM Punk's skin. CM Punk has to have thicker skin than that as well. He can't always be reactionary to everything that happens in wrestling, in life, period. Because if you're outside on the street and someone says something that you don't like, you're going to jump in their face and get ready to fight them. So while I may not agree with them firing him, I understand why he was fired.
There's something here that doesn't make sense. Why they're Harry like, oh, it's for my heel thing, and it's just like, the fuck was that? That sounds just like a lame ass excuse, like he was just pretty much being a prick.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I'm being fair, like I said, like I've never given Phil the benefit of the doubt. Like I've always shit on him because he just has a nasty disposition. I'm not saying he deserved to be fired, but he also quit. Let's just make sure the information is correct. When he left, he told Tony Khan to his face that he quit. So whatever disciplinary action they took after that was specifically in regards to the company so that they could get him off the books. He's gone, and it looks good on Tony's part that he took some initiative or us for something. If that's how you want to look at it. But here's where I understand why. You have to understand you're in a company where there's thousands of employees, not just the wrestlers, but people backstage as well. They all witnessed this fight. Now, whether CM Punk was the aggressor or not, as I said, this is the second time that this man has gotten into a fight with someone backstage, and it has gotten physical. Now, you can mention the Sammy Guevara's, and you can mention, Jack Perry and many others who have gotten into fights. We've heard the fights they've gotten into. Guevara's gotten into multiple fights backstage. They were not fired. They were suspended. And even then, both times Guevara wasn't suspended, despite the fact that he threw punches. He had issues with the people he was fighting with. But I don't know. It just seems like with CM Punk, there's a situation every time they get him backstage. There's always something. He's like a magnet for bullshit. And I think they just wanted to have an excuse to get rid of him, which in hindsight, they could have just cut their losses the first time they had an issue with him, which is what I suggested. And Tony Khan didn't want to do that. He wanted to keep him on staff. Me personally, I would have got rid of him the very first time. Because number one, not only did he embarrass you, but he also sunned your ass on national television during y'all media scrum in front of media and everywhere else. And that shit went out public. Now, on the flip side of this, I've said this before and I said it on the podcast. I don't genuinely believe that he had intentions to start no shit, but it's just like, it don't matter with him what it is. He has a hair trigger personality and it doesn't take much. The moment that something is said that he doesn't like, he has a reactionary response to it. And like I said before, doing that can make you problematic to some people. It's not that he is problematic, it's that he looks problematic. And if you look problematic, perception is hindsight. They're going to assume you're problematic. You keep getting yourself in situations where shit is constantly getting fucked up. It surrounds you. You're like, okay, this the only person that's the same in this situation is Phil. So what are we supposed to do with this? At the end of the day, it's either I protect the integrity of my company or I keep him around. What are you going to do? He would have been fired the very first time he embarrassed me at that media scrum. The very first time.
Okay.
I would have let him go.
Devil's advocate? I don't even know if that's a thing. Okay. First time with the Bucks, and I'll stand by this. First time with the Bucks, he was not the aggressor. Did he come out there and say some shit? Yes, he did. And I still can't believe I'm defending this guy. But I mean, from what we've heard about that locker room from Swole and the people who used to work there, and fucking Lufisto and all her stuff. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. No wonder he was pissed off. And I'm sorry, but if some little 5'6" rejected munchkin man motherfucker decided to get in my face and yell at me after I'm already having a bad day, no.
I understand the circumstances and I get it, but he's the veteran in this, and Jack Perry's always gonna look like he's the one who got attacked. You got to think about it from that standpoint. I'm not saying it like he's absolved of his behavior. I ain't talking about Jack Perry being innocent. That's not the point. I just said perception is reality. They're not going to perceive Jack Perry to be the problem. Why? Because he has no proof of being problematic before this. Who is the one who has had all the controversy since he set foot back in here?
Philip.
It wasn't Jack Perry. It wasn't him.
So,
even if he wasn't the aggressor in that fight, it didn't matter, because what happened? Before we knew what happened in the fight, what did we think?
We thought that he walked up to Punk and started talking shit, and we knew that he threw a punch because the report said that Jack Perry threw a punch.
No, not that. We're talking about
the first
Bucks.
one.
The first fight. What did we think? We all thought that this was all Phil's fault. Why? Because what he did on that media scrum ruffled everybody's feathers. So we was like, what the fuck? The first thought was Phil need to be reprimanded. Everybody else was reacting to what Phil did. Now you got to go from where you started to where we are now. It's like being in high school. You know how you go to school, or how we used to go to school, and you act up in class one time and the teacher automatically pegs you as a problem.
It's all about who's being caught first.
Every time. It don't matter what's happening, who's talking, who's throwing stuff, she gonna automatically say you threw it. Why? Because you done already gave her a reason to believe that you problematic from the beginning. So it doesn't matter if he wasn't the aggressor. It doesn't matter if he didn't start the fight, which in hindsight, I'd be mad too if I'm in the back and you back there talking shit. Nobody picked me up from the airport. Let's just put the shit out there. If you ain't listened to the podcast yet, they say that nobody picked Phil up from the airport. He had to get himself to the stadium on his own. So that means his traveling shit was fucked up. So he was already in a mood, if that makes sense. Jack Perry is out there trying to do what he's doing, and he intentionally uses a situation that was meant for backstage only and puts that out there in a shoot promo or a little shoot piece so that he can make himself look like a harder, more aggressive heel. It don't matter what you say, how many tattoos you get, until you grow a couple inches, bitch, you ain't gonna never be a problem for nobody. Let's just put that out there.
I'm sorry.
You guys step your weight up and your height up, and that ain't happening. So you can make yourself, appear to be more dangerous because you're using real glass. All it looks like to me is that you stupid.
Okay, and everyone needs to realize this whole thing started because this stupid little shrimp wanted to use real glass in a fight on Collision, which Punk used to do his thing on there, right? And Punk told him no. Just keep that in mind. Punk told him no. This is what he's so aggravated about. And we can sit here and go in circles and be like, blah, 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 blah. Here's what they really need to do. And we said this on the show too. We should not know that this shit even happened in the first place. We should have not known that this fight was going down. They need to find out who the fuck is leaking shit back there. Because now they're saying like, oh, this is overshadowing. No, it's not overshadowing the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view was actually really good. And I'm proud of AEW for getting to that level of, being there and being in a stadium like that and selling out. Mazel tov, congratulations, all that good shit. But like, why are we even knowing about this? All because of some fucking fake glass.
Now, I could understand it better if, like, the cameras at Wembley Stadium caught something and it got leaked to TMZ. Then I could be like, okay, that was somebody who worked at Wembley and was like, ooh, this is juicy. I can make some money off of that. I can understand that. But we talking about we didn't even know it was camera footage of the shit until just a couple days ago.
And I want to see it. I want to see it. Like, fuck the Kennedy assassination tapes. I want to see it. I need to see it.
Phil wanted to leave. He didn't want to be a part of AEW no more, and I don't blame him. Quite frankly, everybody that's leaving AEW is leaving disgruntled of some kind. They all got some type of story and it all leads back to what Swole said. There's no structure. There's no leaders. Everybody's on their own. Everybody's either on their own or clicked up into these little huddles, and they're able to do whatever they want to. And it's just too much. It's too much going on. It's too much drama. And at this point, that ain't how Phil operates because that ain't where he come from. And then when you come from a place like WWE where there's full on control in terms of how you are viewed, the way you are looked at, the way they structure characters, there's a corporate image that is projected. Then you go to AEW, you could pretty much look like a vagabond and get over. They don't give a fuck. So you basically are just thrusted out there. It's a mess. But I can't necessarily be mad at AEW for trying to save face, because at the end of the day, my company comes first. Now, we'll see how he handles these situations going forward, because even though this situation with Phil has happened multiple times, it's going to happen again with other wrestlers, because you got a powder keg back there. You got Lufisto telling everybody what's going on in the women's division, and then you got people running around spreading rumors about each other. People are in the corners. Nobody's talking to each other. It's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. But what you fail to realize is that every fire has an ignition. And when it starts, it's going to blow. Everything is going to be blown out the water.
I mean, hell, Cody left, and Cody even said the same damn thing. He said it's complete anarchy back there, and he's one of the guys who owned part of it.
Child.
Like, Cody's doing more in WWE, doing less than he did in AEW. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Over in AEW, he was trying everything to get over, and it wasn't clicking. He was on every single show. Had to be on every single show. Had to hold that TNT title. Had to have these dramatic build-ups to these matches. But it's like, now that he's in WWE, he knows he doesn't have to do that. Love you, babe.
Well, I mean, I believe Cody was doing that himself. I think he was trying to get himself to the point where he is in WWE, but it didn't work because, one, the crowd he had wasn't looking for him to be that guy. And then two, they were a brand new company, so they weren't looking for that kind of structured story that Cody was trying to give, because they have already seen that in WWE. So to me, what he was trying to do was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, he wasn't going to be their hero. And that's where I think he realized it was time for him to move on, because in a place like WWE, it don't take much for you to be a hero. It don't take much. As long as the story is there and people can get behind you, you're the hero. Cody was very quickly put into that role the moment he set foot in WWE. That was done off of Seth Rollins' back, which worked out in his favor. You know, no shade to Seth. He did what he was supposed to do. But he just was never going to get to that pinnacle, especially when he boxed himself into a corner by saying he'll never hold the AEW championship ever again. He kind of put himself in that position. So, as far as I'm concerned, to get back to Phil, I don't blame him for quitting, but I also don't blame AEW for firing him. And I know that sounds like almost blasphemous coming from me, but given the fact that they're a company and they have to move forward, they have to start making some changes so that, one, the other wrestlers don't get the idea that this behavior is okay, and two, those wrestlers who are not okay with his behavior are going to feel like this shit is not going to change, and that he pretty much has carte blanche to do whatever the fuck he wants. To their credit, they're that mildly true. Looking at how this whole situation is playing out, like, obviously he has that opportunity to be able to do what he wants to do. Tony gave him that carte blanche. But after this investigation with their internal, committee and everything that they talked about, it was a done deal for them. They pretty much was like, okay, we gotta wrap this shit up and move forward, which is the smart thing to do. Cut your losses now, pay him the remainder of his contract. Then once it's over, you're done. There ain't nothing else for you to do.
I mean, I understand. I gotta finish this, and then I gotta do some homework and work through Payback. I understand all that, right? I understand he's gotta take care of what he needs to do, but he's also gotta take care of his shit in house as well, though. If
You're right.
not keep blaming one person for everything that goes wrong in your company when we have had multiple people who were signed and people who weren't signed to the company coming out, and their stories are exactly the same. If you fired Punk, I want to say he quit though, because at this point I don't fucking blame him. And I've gone back and watched that media scrum, and even though I kind of go, Phil, what the fuck? I understand where he was coming from, because look at the bullshit that was going on behind the scenes. I get why he was frustrated. I get why he was angry. I don't think he should have went back, honestly, but whatever, money talks, you know? But I want to see Perry, because he was involved in it. I want him to get in trouble. I want him to be suspended. And I want certain people in that back locker room who think they can get away with everything. I want their asses to be raked over the coals just like CM Punk when they fuck up. Sammy Guevara has started 2 different fights with 2 different stars. And he's still there. He didn't even get a slap on the wrist.
And you know why that is? You know why that is? Because when they reported it about Sammy Guevara, nobody cared.
And I should tell
Nobody cared. Which says to me, and somebody in the comments or somebody listening to this in the playback is gonna be mad. Which says to me that CM Punk is bigger than AEW itself, which is part of the problem. So if you got somebody who is bigger than your company, who commands more attention than your company, you're talking about a company with hundreds of wrestlers, hundreds of budding superstars, and people who have become stars within a company. And one man's actions outweighs your entire company and everything that they have done. That is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why Guevara's not getting in trouble. The only thing he's gonna get, because he didn't swing according to what they said in the dirt sheets. The Guevara was not the one who attacked somebody. You know, the first time or the second time with Andrade, it was Andrade who was the aggressor, and Guevara just kind of pushed him off of him, and they got into a scuffle. First time it was with Eddie. Him and Eddie had words in the back. Eddie swung on him. So Guevara do need to be reprimanded. He should have been, but he wasn't. That is an oversight on Tony's part. In this case, he did what he felt like was best because CM Punk was overshadowing AEW. The reports say CM Punk got into a fight with Jack Perry backstage. But everybody is more than likely asking, who the fuck is Jack Perry and why is CM Punk backstage fighting?
Exactly.
It's never going to be fair. It's never going to be fair when it comes to him. He is already pegged as problematic, and he is bigger than AEW itself. So they're always going to have to answer to that, and that's the problem. They don't want to be beholden to him anymore because they can't afford to be. So they had to cut him loose. And to their credit, he didn't want to be there anymore anyway. He was tired because of the way they do shit, from everything you just said. And I don't blame him either. That's why I'm kind of straddling the fence on this. I'm not necessarily upset with AEW for firing him, but I am upset with how they have handled things all the way up until now. If they would have had the proper protocols in place, none of this would have happened. None of it. Tony Khan is too trusting. He does not have a handle on his business, which causes a lot of people to feel very emboldened about him and about AEW as a whole. That means to me that you don't have no command or respect of your company. People only listen to you when they have to, not because they should be listening to you. They're like, okay, well, Tony talking shit. All right, whatever. Ain't no respect there for you. They ain't back there fighting in front of you. Do you honestly think that people will be backstage in Gorilla fighting in front of Vince McMahon?
Hell no. We give Vince.
I mean, keep it real. They're
No, because
backstage in Gorilla having a full-on fight, argument and fight in front of the CEO, head of creator, and general manager of the company. He's doing the work of 3 people. Why?
because he thinks he can handle it, and he can't.
That's ridiculous. You shouldn't be general manager of nothing. A general manager is a lower level position. What the fuck is wrong with you? Have you lost your mind?
Here's the thing.
You should have somebody in place. What is QT Marshall doing? What the fuck is Dustin Rose doing? His ass don't need to be wrestling. Put his ass in there. What is Mark Henry doing?
Nothing.
What is he doing? Besides being on Rampage doing commentary or Big Show, what are they doing? What are all these people that you hired? What the fuck are they doing? To the point where you have to do 3 different jobs that actually require, like, you should be exhausted, which explains a lot of times why you always look so fucking wired, like you high.
Don't blink.
Because there's just no goddamn way. There's no way that you are capable of handling ground level disputes with your superstars and handling the corporate shit too. You just can't do it. You don't split yourself into 3 places. And now you're wondering why shit is not right, why it's falling apart. Well, it could be because you are mismanaging your company.
I mean, we've said it before. He acts more like a fanboy or like a little kid playing with his wrestling figures than he does a boss. Because I can tell you this right now. If there was a fight that broke out in Gorilla, and the last thing I'll say, I promise. If this was a fight that broke out in Gorilla and Vince McMahon was right there, he'd be like, what? He'd be yelling at him first off, because we all know Vince is very vocal. He would start yelling. And if a wrestler took a swing at another wrestler and it missed and it hit Vince, because we've heard the reports that Tony Khan got, when Perry missed with the punch, it hit boxes or something, which knocked it on Tony Khan. If Vince got punched or if he had shit knocked on him, that old man will lose his ever-loving fucking mind. And he tried to fight him because he's fucking crazy. But this isn't good, man. Like, I hope that, I mean, I was joking around with it in the group chat. I really hope tonight's show goes smooth. I hope All Out goes smooth. But I just have this feeling that something's going to happen because someone's going to try to be smart or say something funny because they're in Chicago. That's Punk's hometown.
Yeah,
and
they in Chicago.
I think they are in Chicago.
No, they are. You're right.
Chicago for tonight for Collision and tomorrow night for All In. Something's going to happen. Someone's going to try to say something smart, and something's going to happen. Now, I pray that nothing does happen, but I have this feeling that it's going to, and I hope that everybody there is safe. But this is absolute. This is fucking pre-K, and I shouldn't even say.
I can't. I don't know. I don't think nothing. It's gonna be very. They're gonna be very vocal today, but they're like that in Chicago one way or another. Doesn't matter. So I'm not surprised by that. However, I'm not gonna. I don't think anything bad is gonna happen. I do want them to be safe, and I think they are going to be. I just don't like the fact that they can't be adults and get this shit worked out. And I find it to be very interesting that when shit happens in AEW, nobody blames Tony Khan. They only blame the person who's in trouble. But when it happens in WWE, the automatic shift is to blame Vince McMahon. 100%. Oh, he's got to be the problem. And like, yeah, he's problematic, but he's not always the problem. And I'm like, it's such an interesting way to look at things, especially when you know full on and for a fact that Tony Khan is not the greatest at managing this company correctly. And now he's in a situation where he has to do something in order to make this work. He has to make some moves. And it was recommended by the people who did the investigation that, yeah, we think you should cut your losses and let him go. So he did what was recommended. He claimed it was his decision and his decision alone. But I don't know if I actually believe that. I don't know. It's okay, Alexis. No worries. Donnie's here, but he's muted.
Yes, I'm still
he's here.
sitting here with my people.
Muted. What time did things start? So we have we got a problem here. I'm not gonna be too worried about it personally. I think that they're happy with the way they've been handling it. I think they're gonna move forward. And of course, all of the superstars are probably gonna come out and say something in support of Tony Khan, which good for you. But at this point, I just don't care. I don't care enough to be focused on that front. Like I genuinely don't care about it. And that's the sad part, because Tony, there's so many ways for him to be better. And I'm not blaming him for the situation with CM Punk or with any other situation he has had, because these are isolated individual situations. What I have an issue with is his lack of leadership in his company and how he was not able to rein these people in, and the disrespect that he has received over the past year or so is insane. You know, the fact that they would even attempt to have these conversations in front of them says a lot about the dynamic of their relationship in terms of employee and employer. And you need to have a certain level of respect there, a certain level of hierarchy there in order to maintain order. The reason why that company is the way it is because its leader is in shambles. If the leader doesn't have control, there's no control in the company. The reason why WWE is so tightly managed is because that's how Vince prefers to do it. And because he rules with such an iron fist, people either fear or respect him. Now, they may not like him as many people don't like their boss, but they understand and respect the man as a man and as their boss. I don't think that's the same level of respect that is had in AEW with the superstars and Tony Khan. I don't think that's even close. I don't know what else to say about it other than it's unfortunate. Like I said before, I am not necessarily mad at AEW for firing Phil. I kind of figured it was coming. And I'm not mad at Phil for defending himself. Excuse me. For defending himself and putting himself to a point where he like, y'all not gonna just step in my face and say whatever the fuck y'all want to say, or go out there and, you know, in public and say anything. But quite frankly, I don't feel like nobody would have called back to that glass incident without him bringing it up. He could have waited until after his match was over and then went back there and talked to Perry, and after he had calmed himself down. He has to also move in a different way because he's going to be targeted. Like I said earlier, he's the kind of man who has a bigger name. He's the highlight usually of the company. Everybody was, you know, rooting for him. And when he got back, it was thousands, if not millions of people who wanted to see him wrestle were interested in what he was going to bring to the table for AEW. And he did that when it came to Collision. I'll give him his props. They got their million numbers because of him. They got their heavy blows, buyouts for their pay-per-views and everything. After he got there, everything spiked. And that's the truth. Okay? He also was a big proponent of why Collision was brought up in the first place. That's why they got done with Elevation and they're done with Dark, or at least that's what it looked like to me. So if they still have Dark, I didn't know, and I apologize. Either way, he was a big boom and a big major boost for AEW in their grand scheme of things. He's part of the reason why things started to push forward. And then you have more cohesiveness on Collision. There are storylines that are being booked, moving into the pay-per-views. It makes sense what they're doing. There's not a lot of chaos and weird shit going on. Everybody has a common goal on Collision. And now that consistency, that respect, all of that is gone. And now you got to start over from scratch. So I'm hoping Samoa Joe is the one who moves into that space and becomes that guiding compass for AEW. If he does, there's some light at the end of the tunnel for AEW. But if he doesn't, they in trouble. They are in trouble. All right. Now, the pre-show should be on right now, which I forgot to put my TV on there and everything. Unless y'all got questions, I'm not going to be talking no more about Phil. I don't really have nothing else to say about it. He got fired. I'm sorry to hear that. He's still going to be getting paid. Tony going to finish paying out that contract. So, ain't nobody missing nothing. No shade, I'm just saying. Now, today, what I found out when it came to Payback is that there's a couple people that are in town. They got Great Muta in town for Shinsuke Nakamura. You know, I forgot to watch Kurt Angle's documentary. I gotta watch that. They say Great Muta
I'm
gonna be,
excited because MUTA is in town, so I'm like, what's about to
yeah,
go down?
that's what they
That's
say,
how I know
baby.
some shit about to go down, because he don't just show up for that.
Payback starts at 8, so this is the pre-show that's on right now. It's not on yet. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. John Cena, the special guest referee for their match now? Okay. They done changed the match. The Miz and LA Knight's match done been changed. And John Cena is the special guest referee for the Miz and LA Knight's match. Oh, Lord. It look like they already starting with the bullshit because John Cena is the special guest referee. Oh
For
shit.
what match?
I just told for LA Night match.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little busy. I'm
Oh,
trying to
not you.
divide
Busy.
my listening skills. Okay, that's so cute.
Yeah, he's the special guest referee for LA Knight and Miz's match. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I am a little bit shocked. Everything. Excuse me. All right.
That's
So
interesting though. Why he got to do that match? Yeah,
I don't know.
that means some shit. About I'm just some shit about to go down today.
Yes,
It's too
very
much
much
going.
so. Everything is in shambles. There's too much going on.
Literally, it's way too much going on.
Yeah, she said, you a little boot thing. So I don't give a hoot which group say, no, I know. Tell him off next. Tell him off next. I like that song. That dude took a little cute. Like a little cute song out of it. All right, y'all. So like I said, Great Muta is in town. And y'all know that Shinsuke and Muta had a match. And it was Muta's retirement match. And Shinsuke had to fight, kick, claw, and scratch so that he could get into this match. They allowed him to wrestle Great Muta over in New Japan. And they had an excellent match from what I heard. It was met with rave reviews. But he did beat Muta and retired him, and now Muta's in town. So a lot of people are speculating that Muta could be a part of this little grand scheme of Shinsuke's to become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Okay. Ew, not the pre-show still on. Let me cut it back off. Yeah, the pre-show is still on. It's just 7 o'clock. I'm super late, but I had to come in and say hello. My B-Day is tomorrow, so it's a wrestling B-Day weekend, so I ain't mad at it. Well, happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your birthday and payback. I wouldn't be mad if he won. Me either. I feel like Shinsuke is due a world heavyweight championship reign if we're being honest.
Yeah,
So I
they
wouldn't
screwed
be
him
mad
over with
about it.
AJ.
Yes, that was the one thing I feel like WWE made a mistake with. Was with
Well,
AJ
Vince.
Styles. And yeah. But it is what it is.
Wow, I haven't been here in forever.
Girl, it ain't been that long. Don't tell me.
How's everyone's
To be real, he should
day?
have won at Mania. Did he have a match at Mania? Are you talking about with AJ Styles?
Tuesday.
I mean, yeah.
Tuesday. I'm shooting a shot like 2K.
All right, y'all. So we got I think they're gonna have the girls go up first because of that steel cage. I forgot that Trish and Becky's match was in the steel cage, so I thought they was gonna put KO in them match up first.
They still going with
I
these two
still think.
bitches?
I mean, the match happening, babe. There ain't really much you can do about it. They still feuding. They still going at it. Oh God. I'm just ready for them to hurry up. Whatever they gonna do today with the girls, I'm hoping Lita come out and involve herself because I mean I ain't finna let nobody attack me and not get my lick back. She gotta get her lick back at some point. But whatever.
She gotta get it back in blood.
So hopefully Becky wins and ends this shit and it's over and done with. But Wade Barrett, Booker T, and Rosenberg are giving their picks for LA Knight versus The Miz. And I picked The Miz when we first did this. I think The Miz is gonna win this match. I hate to say that, but I legitimately do. And I believe it now even more that John Cena is the damn referee.
What? I thought he was just the host. What kind of shit?
Oh no, baby, they done changed it, and John Cena's thick ass is the ref for this fucking match.
Lord.
So everybody's
I'm
picking LA Knight. Oh, it's definitely gonna
Eric.
be the Miz
I'm
now.
going with Michael Mizanin.
It's gonna be the Miz now. Everybody picking LA Knight.
It should be the Miz. He ain't won a match in like he ain't won since before he fought Shane. He ain't had no redemption. No, I take that back. He ain't won since he won the belt.
Not even on for an hour.
That is not true. He won a match.
What's the last thing he won?
He
Didn't
had
he
a
win
tag
against
team match
Logan Paul?
with
That don't
Logan
count.
Paul. He won that match.
That don't count.
It count. It's a win. A win is a win. God damn it.
He ain't had a solos win since then.
Okay, man.
He ain't been around to
I'll be
have
back
one.
on. Hold tight.
He been around. He's had plenty of matches. He just ain't won none.
You guys know why it's called broad daylight? Because women light up the world.
Oh, Jesus.
You know it'll look.
Who's the baddest?
So Melly got the truck, the van. What is that?
If someone could tell me the meaning of Labor Day, I got $5 for you.
Get your cash out. I ain't talking to you, girl. That's for the people who work in the service. Go ahead, cash out me that $5.
I got you on Wednesday. I got you on Wednesday.
It's a Honda piece. The only they sell. It's not a crack. It's a whole piece.
I thought this pre-show would have been over by the time I got done. Clearly not.
The show gonna start till 8. What you be back there?
This is sick.
Well, guess what? I can't watch the truck.
This is sick. I don't know. The Payback just looks so like boring. I don't know. It just looks boring to me.
What? Payback don't look boring.
Well, Mom, I told you to stop lifting that shit, but no. I bet it does hurt.
Grayson Waller on here.
Take one of your eyes. I done told her stop lifting that shit. Don't want to listen. You gotta be doing shit all the fucking time. Now look, arms hurt. Tired of talking.
With it being just 4 matches, I'm assuming both the women's matches are gonna get long time. Hopefully Trish and Becky don't have to be long. Kevin!
I don't know. I seen the card earlier and I was like, this is it? I'm like, okay. It's cute. Some of these matches should have happened already, but whatever.
Well, first of all, there's more than 4 matches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches.
Why he got
so
that hood on
more
like
than,
that? That bothers me.
There's more than 4 matches. Number 1. Number 2, I would imagine that all the lap matches have an extended time, especially the steel cage match. They have to allot for certain matches, which is why the card is so small. So you have a street fight with Kevin and the Sammy and Judgment Day. That match can't. That match has to have time to push through. So there's no way that they're gonna make that like a 5-minute match. What was the point of having a street fight if it's 5 minutes? Then you have Trish and Becky. They're going to be in a steel cage. They're going to get time in that cage. I don't think it's going to be super long, but they're going to get time.
I hope they got cushions around that cage.
This isn't a match, or at least it's not being given to us as a match as of right now. This is Grayson Waller's Grayson Waller effect show that they're having with Cody. It could possibly turn into a match between them, but I'm not sure if it will. The rest of the matches on the card are title bouts with outside of the Miz and Trish Stratus. Their matches, everything else is for titles. This is a title match. This is a title match. This is
Mm.
a title match, and that's a title match. The only titles that are missing off of the show this go round are the Intercontinental Championship, Roman's title, and Io Sky's title. Those are the three titles that aren't defended, mainly because those titles have been defended within a 30-day window, with the exception of Roman.
That nigga on vacation somewhere on the beach.
Yeah. He's the only one who hasn't defended it within the last 30 days.
Who the hell's I lost my chapstick, y'all. I'm good for it.
I totally forgot about Austin and Ray. I can see why I forgot that one. Honestly, y'all gonna be mad when that match over too. I think a lot of shit is gonna happen at Payback to set a lot of things up. It's gonna be interesting.
We love interesting. Remind me, y'all, I got a pizza in the oven. I don't want it to burn.
What are we gonna do? We gonna help you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't shit.
Yes, ma'am. It's not
You're like, yeah,
delivery.
remind me that pizza to the oven.
It's DiGiorno.
Delicious DiGiorno. We love that. We love a good DiGiorno. We do. It's good.
It's the four meats one.
Ooh, aren't we fancy?
Oh damn.
All right.
Are you
So where we
not
at?
entertained?
I'm telling them next. Tell me find a little something too fresh. I know. I know.
They said AEW is starting to go to the ground. Even Cody found the right time to leave. No respect at all from the young generation wrestlers whatsoever.
It's been on the ground since it started.
Oh,
That thing been on the ground since its inception. You need to stop it.
why does AT2 think Disney bought AEW?
I read that and I just said, "Wow, this man
Who
is."
told you that?
He got on them dark ass sunglasses. That's why he can't.
Who told him that? Who said that?
Who said that?
Where he said it at? He made a post about it?
No, he made a
It was
comment.
underneath my post on Instagram.
That was the first comment I saw. I read it and I said, "What?"
He said Disney bought them, right? I'm like, babe, no. What do you
Some of them
mean?
comments didn't pass the vibe check.
Kitty, stop.
They did it. I said, "What? Y'all niggas is tripping because what are y'all talking about?"
No, they never do. Cop this on my last 15.
I can
Stella
see
Rose. What flavor
AEW
is
and
it?
Spike TV. Not no damn Disney.
Semi-sweet. Ew.
AEW
No. Oh,
and
that's
Disney.
my
That would be an odd thing. If they did, they damn sure would be changing a lot about AEW.
Okay, because they ain't having that
I
shit.
mean, yeah.
The mouse is not playing them games.
Why would Disney do that? I'm not sure why he thought Disney bought out AEW, but if I was Disney and I wanted to get into the wrestling area, I'd do it.
I get Impact.
I mean,
I
that's the
buy
biggest
Impact.
conglomerate you could have.
Mm-mm. I buy
I
Impact. That
do
way
it.
I can say I built that shit from the ground up.
I mean, yeah, Impact is Impact to me is a more lucrative place to go, but I feel like
But speaking
I
money
could
wise,
buy,
yeah, I'll go AEW.
yeah, I could buy AEW though and get it where it needs to be.
Should I
Child
ruin his phone
Cinderella
with no
gonna be in
trash?
that ring power bombing bitches.
Stop.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I want to kick my cousin off the game
Mhm.
or if I want to sit in my room. My room is like hot as shit right now. It's cooling down. Wish I had some drugs.
I got some yoo-hoos I can share.
Oh, not
What
those.
you gonna do with a yoo-hoo?
They're good.
I need herbal essence.
Ooh, you got them.
Dope man, dope man. Where's Jeezy when you need him?
Payback. Backpack.
Today has been a day.
Yeah.
I'm still upset I can't be outside, but excuse me. It is what it is.
Wowzers.
Unfortunately.
Tyler Perry was at the Beyonce concert and somebody yelled at him, "Move, Madea."
Yeah, because y'all big ass. Get your ass in the back.
I can't see. Move, Madea.
Like, that's so inconsiderate. If you're going to be in the front, you just sit your big ass down. You already know you're about 6'7". The fuck is you standing up for, especially in front of me?
That was crazy.
Ooh. Wow.
That lady. They said now she is the highest grossing female ever in history.
My best friend.
Who, Beyonce?
Yeah, with this tour, which I figured was gonna happen.
Of course, I'm not surprised.
I'm high grossing too in mental problems.
You
Please.
might want to get that checked out.
Mental health is serious, y'all. Go talk to someone.
I don't think that's healthy. So, guys, what's new?
Oh, my bike. I'm too old.
Same.
Girl, fuck you. You gonna get old too. Fuck.
Yikes.
All of y'all gonna get old.
I said cut me off at 87, 88.
Damn. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not trying to be into my 90s.
How you gonna make a request like that? No.
Oh, my pizza. I told y'all to remind me.
I'm not reminding you about no pizza I can't eat.
Y'all just gonna let my shit burn. That's sick.
Not
Yeah,
y'all
because
gonna let
I
my
ain't
shit
burying your
burn.
ass in. Just go blame us. Like, oh.
I influence y'all too much. I need a break.
Bella, they're gonna let my shit burn.
Jesus.
They done threw this knife out like I was giving them a slice.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't want to be here a little bit too long. I'm okay. Cutoff is 88. 89 if you're feeling generous. I don't care what's going on at that time. Just take me out. Peacefully. Don't have nobody robbing my house and shoot me dead. That's such an unsettling way to go.
You know what you're saying.
I think everybody wants to leave peacefully.
You never know. There's some
that's
sick
right.
people in this world.
Shooting a shot like 2K, girl. But who is with these bikes? Because it's unnecessary. Y'all want to know what I seen the other day that I thought was so funny? So we were out at recess. And I just happened, all right, with the music, relax. But I just happened to look up towards like the fence. And there was this lady in her like electric wheelchair just speeding up on the sidewalk. I cannot stop laughing. I'm like, y'all really be out here just riding them shits like like they get a bike or something.
No, I was gonna.
There's an Amish guy that does it too, and I just be like, y'all got electric like wheelchairs out here?
That
as
should
fast as they can go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they not supposed to be having electric nothing.
He got one.
He said, fuck this shit. It's too hot to just be walking around in this bitch.
He's right at the Turkey Hill.
Shut up, Doc.
It's too motherfucking hot to be walking around with all these fucking clothes on.
I be seeing them with the scooters. They be like, they have to push on their own. I just be like, wow. Y'all really be out here.
Trip to DC in 8th grade, we passed the village in the mountains. I said, oh, this where they at. Okay.
And they be walking around with like the horses and stuff. I be like, come on. You're holding up traffic.
I'm like, get that bullshit off the road.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Make any sense? Fine.
Oh, well.
Give me a.
I just turned on the pre-show and it turned on pixelated and Jackie's eyes were blinking. I was like, wow, it's an AI. I can't. Booker T and Wade Barrett are both picking Trish Stratus. And that's why I feel like my pick for Becky was justified. Becky gonna win.
She needs to.
They
I
don't
don't give
never
a
be
fuck
right
who
in their
wins,
picks.
honestly.
They don't never be right in their
Jazz?
picks, though. Do you
don't care
think
who
it's her
wins, just
makeup
cut
that
the
gives
shit
off
down.
that look? No, she's saying that it was pixelated when she saw it. And
let me go set mine up so I'm ready.
oh, that lady, Rosenberg said if you was picking, you would have to pick Trish. You're Canadian. And that lady with the blue eyes, the new girl, she said, I don't have to pick nothing. I said, bitch, okay. She said, oh, I don't
that
have
new
to do
girl
nothing.
that new girl's a trip. I don't think Kayla fuck with her the long way.
Well, she need to
She
pick
got
a
a
new
little
hairstyle because that bump it look.
Yeah, that bumped hair is not cute.
What
Get rid of
bump
that.
it? She
The
got
bump
a
she
bust
got in
down
her
part
hair.
today.
Oh, okay.
You got bump it.
Let me see.
No, she
Last time
don't.
I
The
seen
girl
her.
that be backstage doing the commentary backstage, she got blue eyes and she has dark brown hair. She is sitting there on the front with
She did last time.
Well,
She
today she
definitely
ain't got
did.
that. It's flat.
Well, she must have. Someone must have told her about herself. So look, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna. What is this Ben Affleck movie they're promoting? I don't give a goddamn.
Probably the one that sent him to jail. Piece of shit.
I can't rise to no champion that ain't did nothing.
I forgot what he did, but I definitely stood against it.
Well, from what I remember, he was talking cash shit about his ex-wife. Said she was insufferable.
Oh,
But his
hey.
current
He
wife
used them
is
words exactly. He said she is insufferable. She was part of the reason why my drinking was so heavy. He went in. I was like, that is a really interesting choice of words.
She should have said he was
But
insufferable as Batman, but you don't see us talking shit.
yeah, his ex-wife Jennifer Garner. Um, I can believe it because they said a lot of people in Hollywood don't like Jennifer Garner. They don't like her because they say she run her mouth too much and she real pretentious and they don't like that. I was like, ooh, okay.
no, she
I
thought
said,
she was that girl.
well, sometimes shit happens, you know.
Liv Morgan should cost Raquel
Now,
That'd
why
be
would you
so
say some shit like
messy.
that?
because
And what, you want her to join the Judgment Day?
she don't gotta join them, but she
I
can
don't
cost
think so
girl.
because the reason why she don't fuck with Rhea is because of the Judgment Day shit.
Exactly.
So I feel like that just became all that shit you did for us to watch Rhea versus Liv 50 million times is
You
just a
could have
bunch of
been did
bullshit. It's a
this.
waste of time.
I agree.
So I mean, I feel like inadvertently she should, but
I
I
want
don't think it should
problems
be like a
also.
direct thing. Like she come out there and fuck up Raquel. But if Dom get involved, I do believe that we may see Olivia. No Rodriguez.
Well, Dom definitely getting involved, baby.
He better chuck that bitch out. I need all this kitty bullshit to go away. Like, stop acting like we appeasing people. That needs to stop. This is a TV show, a television
He said this
broadcast.
is
If you don't
TV.
have Dom chucking these bitches out, have Dom push little Candace ass to a barricade or something.
Look at these
Hey Tiff,
Pennsylvanians.
have you watched the Kurt
Sick
Angle new
men.
documentary yet? As if, and if so, is it good? I haven't seen it yet, but from
I
the
haven't watched
previews
it.
of it, I think it's gonna be a good doc. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah,
Oh, look at the brooch. They made a Bray Wyatt brooch. That's so
I'm
nice.
obsessed.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Look at the detail.
It looks so cool. I love
It
that.
does look cool.
What is it?
A Bray Wyatt
It's a
brooch.
brooch. They got it under their
Seven,
Connor's Cure pins because
January. You
it's
pick her up.
September, and September is I think Connor's birthday is in September, or it was, excuse me. And Rosenberg has that brooch on his lapel. I don't think everybody has it. I think only he has it.
No, he's just wearing it.
Oh, I
Everybody
see
else
it.
not wearing it. Oh, this is a nice blazer. Ooh, shit. Wade got that shit on today, y'all.
Stop.
He put that shit on. Ooh,
You put an ugly
He
shirt on
said,
with
"I
it
got
though. I
them."
don't like
the
that
shirt is
shirt.
definitely ugly, but that blazer code in the
It's
motherfucker.
nice. I think you should
I'll
have put a
shoot him
black
for
shirt
that
on with
blazer.
that. If he
Yeah,
would have had
something
on
black
black, he'd look
suede.
good.
Ooh, ooh. A little V-neck or something. Ooh, a turtleneck. Oh.
It ain't hot. It ain't cold enough for a turtleneck.
It's cold enough on the inside.
Okay.
Stop.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Booker look okay. I mean, he just sitting there.
Booker looked like he wore the
He
same
look
thing
like
every pre-show.
he
He
does.
probably do
Very
shit.
good. Because he does.
It look like his ties Velcro. But we gonna blow past him anyway. Kayla looks okay. It do look the motherfucker loose as shit. The shit look loose as hell. Like it looks like a Velcro. Like this is not kindergarten. Grow up.
He go backstage and snatch his tie off.
Stop it.
That's how. This is how I know. Like, I'm just not gonna be like, cause I'm not playing with none of these motherfuckers. Booker T don't like me. Who gives a rat's ass? I ain't like Booker T. And how long he ain't been on TV? Oh, okay.
Ooh, he
The fuck?
petty.
I don't like caring about what I'm about to say a black bitch. What a dumb bitch got to say about me.
This bitch look like
All
a
right, let's see who
4th grade.
Wade got in this women's championship.
Wade
You
got
gonna pick
real.
Rhea? Yeah,
Seems like
Rhea
our
gonna
old boy.
win, but it ain't gonna be the way you think.
Booker T chose Rachel.
I figure he picked Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she definitely not winning because none of his picks come through. None of them.
At all. Only time he
Let's see who you
wins,
got, Rose.
somebody retain Rhea.
I know he gonna pick Rhea.
Okay, she do got that middle part bust down today. Oh,
I
it's a
told you.
sundress. She looking real cute today. I don't know. I mean, last year she was 70s. Today, she's giving baby mama. Oh,
He said she's giving baby mama.
she is. She's giving baby mama.
This you slap.
Austin Theory get on my damn nerves.
She is, Brandy. I'm so serious. I mean, Kayla. I'm not gonna shit on Kayla too hard. Kayla always dressed nice.
Sometimes.
Like 8 times out of 10, she's dressing nice. Sometimes I'd be like, that's questionable. But other than that, she do be having that shit on.
She don't have no excuse. Like you ain't fat, you know, you just a short stature woman, but they make clothes specifically for you. So you
Yeah.
don't be having no excuse.
Now Mackenzie, oh,
Horrible.
that's a trendsetter. Oh my god.
I like Mackenzie. She got a
Wait, is
nice
Mackenzie the
style.
one in NXT? Because which one am I thinking of?
Yeah.
Mackenzie is on
Yeah.
NXT. You thinking of Megan on SmackDown. Megan, her
Yeah,
ass don't be
Megan.
putting on shit.
And Megan got a
It
nice
be pissing
build.
me
And she
off.
could be wearing some really cute stuff.
She could be wearing some cute stuff.
But she
don't.
It be making me mad because I'd be like, if you and I could switch for 5 minutes, I could shut some shit down.
Okay, I'll fuck bitches up if I was her.
Like, I could shut some shit down right quick.
Because it's like she's real slender, but they make clothes for slender women.
Right.
Just that
I don't know what the fuck she be putting on. Like, she be going to Macy's or something. I don't
You can shop at Macy's and still have good shit now.
She shop at Macy's and get the wrong shit. Okay. She shop in the 40 and up section.
Jesus.
She go to the same section Electra be going to. But Electra pieces don't be matching. That's the problem. Okay, we got 2 for Austin Theory.
Okay, pick Theory. Wade picked Theory. Booker T picked who?
Theory.
Oh my god, that was funny. He picked Theory too? Damn.
Yeah, I think Theory might be winning though.
I had Theory too. I don't know.
He's going Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, something don't feel right.
Yeah, like it's too Austin heavy.
Yeah, and it's real convenient.
Eagle.
Yeah.
Evil.
So
we got 10 minutes till the show start.
The Bears in the running? That's crazy.
They really partnered with NFL. That's sick.
Yeah, baby.
What the hell is this movie?
They ain't got no Jaguars belt though.
Yeah, Triple H said he gonna make sure he get this money. Triple H been trying to get this brand deal with NFL for a minute.
I didn't
As many belts and pictures he didn't took, he been wanting to get this deal done. So what's next
What
after
you want to do?
Payback? What is it?
Ain't Survivor Series?
That's in
You
November.
sure?
Oh. I don't know.
I
How was
know
everything?
NXT is having No Mercy on the 18th, I believe.
Mercedes.
30th. It's on the 30th.
Okay, so that's the end of the month. So
Mm-hmm.
what's the next PLE for the main
Did we
roster?
already have Extreme Rules?
We're not having Extreme Rules.
That is sick.
Or is it the India show that's
Fastlane
happening?
is the next one.
Fastlane.
Last time I saw it was up 20 to 3.
In
Hold on, y'all. Fastlane is
Indianapolis
the next one.
Is that gonna be over here or overseas?
states.
I forgot how they need to put this in a collection.
Indianapolis.
Collections anymore. Why? Because there's no more network. But yeah, they need to put Oscar's reign in the collection.
Yes.
Because that shit was crazy.
They go $450.
Girl, yeah, the belts ain't cheap. You know that.
Just for some fucking NFL Game Pass? Oh, that is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if you buy it and your team don't win at all? A waste of money.
You still got the belt. Let your plans be dark and your impenetrable is like, oh, I was still reading that.
What does Maj want?
He in the group chat.
I don't know what it is. How did he drop it when he already said he was done?
Ooh, don't think got his own locker room. Okay.
Is this the main event?
Most likely. I don't know. I don't know what to go with this one.
Oh my
Because I
god.
feel like
16 Seth Rollins? Get that shit out of here.
I don't know. I feel like either way, I feel like either one of them is gonna get cashed in on.
Yeah.
She said 2016 Seth Rollins, get that shit out of here.
Get him.
Get your depressing ass on, sir. I got my own depression issues. I don't
He
need
was a
yours.
little bit too sad in 2016. I was like, you gotta pick that shit up, sir. I was like, do you not see the vibes outside? Drake didn't drop the album and you upset?
Nigga, what?
What's wrong with you? Drake and Rihanna didn't give us summer vibes and you over here crying about a title? Get it together.
Boy, Drake is not the only thing in the world that people love.
In 2016, yes it was. You ain't hear the radio.
Get the fuck out of here.
Shit, Drake was everywhere. The radio, the brunch spots, the hotel lobby. Drake was everywhere in 2016. You should have been happy.
Yeah, all right.
Now his back has been broken.
But
I think
this
it's
is gonna be
time
crazy.
the pipe bomb instead of pump.
This is a petty bitch for us, and that's funny.
What happened? What they saying?
He said when he hugs his wife, he's in pain.
Why is that so funny to you?
He said when he picks up his daughter, he's in pain.
That's not funny.
I know the shit I'm gonna say gonna have Kenny and Shem.
She knows she ain't shit.
Yeah, get this off my screen because I can't. That was funny.
I can't wait to hit these people with these analogies. I'm like, y'all know what my favorite song is? Billy Jack Bitch by Prince. But instead of Billy Jack, we gonna say Brokeback Bitch.
You know what? All y'all hoes need to go to bed.
Man.
Brokeback Bitch.
I'm gonna be right in the crowd. Shit.
Broke that
Y'all ain't
bitch.
shit.
Must be having his ankles out, and he's just giving it away for free. That is.
Got your ankles out like some kind of concubine. I can't wait. It's gonna be funny as hell.
Both of y'all ain't shit.
Nah, but that was funny. He said when he hugged his wife, he's paid. Stop it.
Don't put me on commentary because I'm gonna act a fool. As soon as I hear hit, bro, I'm like, oh shit, it's Suge in the gang. Suge Knight done got from behind bars, y'all. He coming.
Shit, I'm being paid too. When I gotta get up and go to work. Anybody want to go to work?
Okay.
I'd be like, damn, another day.
Yes, a concubine, honey. A
Why are
concubine,
just look so
a
heavy?
slore, a slut.
They need to bring back moving renders.
Yes, I don't
Oh
know why
yes,
they
I
just
love it.
Is that
they didn't tease us with that WrestleMania, and they was like, oh, just for a second. You guys thought we were going backwards, but we fooled you. Yeah, moving renders would be a good thing. But I don't know, because some of these bitches ain't got characters, so I don't know how that's going to flow. If you don't know what to do on TV, you don't get a moving render. Sorry.
Damn.
I don't care. Tegan, you don't get one.
Well, Austin Theory don't know what to do on TV, and he got one.
Then he don't get one.
He already
He's
had
working
one.
on his.
Who else? Does Rowan still have a job?
Not that man drinking a White Claw in the crowd.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm so serious. Like, does Rowan still work there?
I don't think so.
Eric Rowan?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
No, he haven't worked there for a while.
So let's say Nakamura does get this championship. Does that make him a Grand Slam?
He hasn't
Yeah.
been WWE champion. Has he?
This would be the WWE Championship.
No,
I
this is the
mean, it would
World
make him
Heavyweight Champion.
some sort of a Grand Slam. He wouldn't be a full blown because it's a new championship.
Right.
Yeah.
So that'd be the only thing. But the way they keep dropping these new fucking
You want
titles.
one?
Oh, they picked these fast. Wade Barrett and
They ain't even let them
says
beat.
Shinsuke, and then Peter.
They ain't got but a couple
Showtime.
minutes. It's 8 o'clock.
You know, it's crazy. Every time I see these cages, I think of when Seth Rollins tried to get
Oh,
under it.
Tiffany called it.
Mm-hmm.
He said
The
Becky,
girl's going first,
the
ain't it?
undead queen, is going first.
I told you. Well,
She told you.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, it's time to rock and roll. Let's go, y'all.
I'll see y'all after Payback.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye.